Good morning. For a second I thought this wasn't going to work. I want to tell you that I did something called cranial sacral therapy. And I met this therapist, her name is Trina, through, I'm gonna mention her again, I talk about her all the time, through Shello, or some people call her Cielo, and I'll post her link. She is an incredible human being, sister, friend. I've been so inspired. I'm gonna try to be as real, as honest with you as possible. I mean, I usually am, but I had the. I'm gonna really try not to cry. I had the best experience doing this cranial sacral therapy. If you have an opportunity to do this, I highly recommend it. Excuse me, I just ate my oatmeal and I burped. Excuse me. Okay, gross. I'm just like going through bodily functions with you right now. But it was so healing. It was so liberating. I feel this sense of permission, this free pass to be me unapologetically. I feel this extreme sense of forgiveness and love. It was so gentle. It was just, when I think of therapy, I think of healing, and it was that in its most simple of forms. It was so uncomplicated. It was just accepting, like, do you want to be healed? And my answer is yes. Do you want to be healthy? And my answer is yes. Really not doing it justice, but I have this overwhelming sense of gratitude, one for the Reiki community, because that's how this was introduced to me. My friend Shello is a Reiki master, and she gave me my Reiki attunement, and I am a Reiki practitioner. I became a Reiki practitioner before I even conceived my son, so it's been at least a couple of years. I have the little certificate. She made me a little certificate in my closet. I used to have, my son's room used to be my room. Not as a bedroom, but it was like, I used to call it my sanctuary. And that room has been reduced to the walk-in closet. Like, my son's a baby, he doesn't need a walk-in closet. That's mommy's walk-in closet, because it's the only walk-in closet in our apartment. So that's mommy's office or dressing room or sanctuary. And I have my Reiki certificate there, and it has the date, so I should probably look up the date when I got it, so I can tell you better how long I've been a Reiki practitioner. But since I had my son, and I guess that's the point of this video, is getting to that balance in life. And my very dear friend, Dr. Albert Knapp, he posted about self-care, self-love recently, and that was what was discussed, other than my mother, in my therapy sessions with my counselor while I was working through my postpartum. I'll just say postpartum, because whether it was depression or anxiety or just being a mom, you know, I was working through all of that in my first year as a mom while I was out of work, which I resigned from my job for a little over a year. My son was, I want to say, like, he must have been like 13, 14 months when I went back to work. Maybe 15. Why are dates such a hard thing for me to work on or remember? Or so I'm doing this video because more than anything, I want to talk about self-love and self-care. And that was one of my reasons for becoming a Rodan and Fields consultant. But it's important, you know, like, to have an outlet or outlets. For me, those outlets are, I get up in the morning, and I was raised Catholic, so I say the Our Father, and then I do some stretches, and I do what my version of meditation prayer is. And that's just, it's just being. And then I used to go to AA meetings before work, and I don't have the luxury to do that anymore. And I miss that. I miss the social aspect of it. I miss the coffee, the goodies. We used to have cake in the morning, or muffins, or donuts. I miss the hugs. I miss the prayer. We pray. And then, you know, I used to pretty regularly attend Reiki circles. And I have not attended, oh, Nicole, I have not attended a Reiki circle in quite some time. And Shello did her skincare class a few weeks ago, and I'm hoping and praying that she does more, because you guys would love them. So if she does another one, I'll be sure to share the details. Have a couple minutes before I go in and get my son. But I just wanted to tell you, if you get an opportunity to do cranial sacral therapy, it is such a beautiful experience. It was really wonderful, and I'm giving myself permission to be awkward and honest and me. So that's what I got out of that more than anything. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to talk about that here, because I don't want to give you an idea that, you know, the reason I did it is like, it has to be, you know, I don't want to give you any. I guess I'll post a link as to what it is. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube, other people's experiences, and they were just so beautiful. And so yeah, more than anything, I want to say thank you, Trina, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye.